It would have helped if I would have been in my studio. Hello, everyone. Let me start that over again. Hello, everyone. Thank you, JR and Angela and Elaine and Wendy. Hello, hello. I just got home and I heard some of the press conference. Hey, Angel, I heard some of it. I didn't hear all of it, but it does last a minute. So let me, some very interesting things I thought. Let me see. Gosh. 19. So there we had some developments last night in that they retaped Nancy Guthrie's home. They also went into Annie Guthrie's home and were bringing out a bag of evidence, so big that it had to be slung over somebody's shoulder. That's pretty big. Um, and then we have the children making the plea last night for their mother's return and basically alluded, hey Jilly, rumor, hello Kathy, their plea in regards to the ransom notes was general. I do know that someone has been arrested for sending a ransom note, okay, which proved to be no part. Oh shit! I just dropped it there. That's only one person that has been arrested. The reward is up to 50,000, up from the 2,500 of yesterday. Way to go! All right, one arrested for allegedly posing as a kidnapper. I did not know this. Any action taken on the ransom is ultimately decided by the family. And I would, if they want to try to pay it, that would be up to them. I don't know. The sheriff also he said, we believe Nancy is still out there. Well, yeah, technically she is still out there. They do believe, though, that one of the ransom, hey, Mr. G, they do say that at least one of the ransom notes they believe to be real. So, I don't know if that's the one that went to the local stations. I do not know what that means. Andy B, I don't know if that means TMZ. I think that TMZ is actually going to go live with the let me look that up because it was kind of an odd let me look this up and see exactly the wording. TMZ enter. All right, let's see. Hold on, because it was the wording of this update that they're going to have. Oh, they're live now. They will put me in jail. Where was it? Is it no? It's 2 hours ago, 1 hour ago. Well, I'm trying to. Basically, what TMZ said is they think they know why all of this has happened. I don't. They're live right now. I don't. Here, let me just hit the play without putting without. Okay, so this is a bunch of them. Right. That's a bunch. They're talking about the damn Super Bowl right now. Brad, why is Brad Enslow live and said stop STOIP? Jesus, stop bashing Ernie's mother. Also missing some. Yeah, okay, Brad. You know you're funny, you're cute, but you're ultimately a liar. So I'm not gonna worry about you right now. Someone mentioned the son-in-law. Yeah, well, okay, let's talk. Hey, cry baby, hold on, I gotta roll back up. I was over here looking all over. It's my cry baby, peachy, hello. Okay, so yeah, so Ashley Banfield came out, right? Yeah, I think it was 2 nights ago, and said that her rock solid person in the police department has told her that it's the son-in-law is the prime suspect. At which time, all right, the sheriff came out, and let me see if I can find. I really probably should have pulled these up before I went live, but I just went live right downstairs. I mean, yeah, I got how it was. I knew I was like, "Freeside, my angel." So the sheriff made a pretty, yeah, he kind of set that shit out and basically called her out without saying her name. If I don't know why you would do that. I don't know why you would do that, actually. I don't know why she would go and say that. And that person would have to be, if you have a rock solid source, it better be that damn sheriff and not somebody off, that works in the janitorial section. I'm just saying. Let me see. Because it's kind of a lofty. Fuck. It's a lofty. I mean, he wasn't happy. He was not happy. So let me see if I can. Okay, authorities addressed. Okay, let me read this to you. I probably could share too. I mean, All right, let me see. I'm pulling it. Okay, let's read this for a second. This is kind of, I'll show it. A state of disorder. Oh, I'm just sitting here playing on my computer right now. Hold on. What the fuck? I just forgot where I was for a second. I just played on my computer. Authorities address speculation. I don't think this is probably not going to be his whole. There we go. I don't think this is going to be his like the whole statement altogether, but basically, that sheriff ain't happy because of Ashley doing this, saying this, because it really does change everything. And you just, again, from covering cases, you don't ever say that someone is a suspect if they are not in custody, because that is the dumbest thing that you can do. You would think Miss Banfield would know that. She's been in the news for a minute. So, so apparently there was a statement that their car was seized. Okay. To that, the sheriff said, "We are not confirming the car being seized. We are unaware where that reporter is getting that information." Wow. How about that, Ashley? How about that? Called you out, okay, without saying your name. Does not know where that reporter is getting that information. Now, is he deflecting? Is she fucked up real bad and he's trying to deflect? Possibly. Let's see what else he said. We have not. Hold on. I scrolled down a lot. Prime suspect. We have not identified a suspect or person of interest in this case. Detectives continue to speak with anyone who may have contact with Miss Guthrie. We are also awaiting additional forensic results. Okay. It goes on to say, we are not confirming the car was seized. Oh, sorry, I already did that. Sorry. Waited on appreciate the cousin. We're not confirming the car's been seized. Okay. We While we appreciate the public's concern, the sharing of unverified accusations or false information is irresponsible and does not assist the investigation. Basically saying you need to shut the fuck up. Just like, here we go again. We have a start point. The family took her home from dinner at about 9:30 to 9:45. We actually have the exact time that, let me come back over here. We actually have an exact time. Hey, Heart Flowers. Let me stop sharing. We have our timeline has been pushed together. So at 9:48, that is when Annie, whatever, brought her mother home. The garage door opens at 9:48. Okay. The garage door closes at 9:50. So she is in the house at this point. 1:47, the doorbell camera disconnects. That would be obviously the front door. Okay. 2:12 a.m., software detects person on camera. Okay. At 2:28, her pacemaker app shows disconnect from phone. All right. Then we go all the way up to 11:56 Sunday. Family checks on Nancy. 12:03, the police are called. So that's narrowing us down a little bit, which is good. Yeah, the pics of the blood, Peachy, on the front porch. Yeah, they say that's not a lot of blood. That's a lot of blood. That's a lot of blood. Sorry, not sorry. Also, let's talk about this. So there is, oh, wait a minute. I had the family statement while I'm doing this. So somebody asked today about the specific prescription that Nancy Guthrie needs. And, the fear is if she misses a lot or a dose basically of this, that it could prove to be fatal. So the sheriff was asked about that. And he said that day, Sunday, they had that list of medications and they checked area for pharmacies every hour on the hour to see if that had been refilled. It had not. Okay, it had not. They're not telling us what that medication is. So we've got this family plea that they did last night, and I'm going to, it's like 5 minutes long, almost 5 minutes long, but it's going on my damn phone. And I did that cam up right now because if y'all have been around me a little bit, when I cam up in my office in the afternoon, the backlighting is so bad. It kind of looks like I was going to heaven, but that's probably not going to happen. So I just want to get the damn statement and not anything else. But in this statement, the children are sitting there. I say children, but they her sister and her brother are there. The brother's got very little to say. That just could be him, I mean, obviously. The sister, I gotta look sideways, okay? I gotta look sideways at her because knowing what possibly could have happened, knowing that apparently they did borrow money from her, apparently, and it was time to pay it back. And I think that's what TMZ is gonna tell us. Because TMZ said basically they knew exactly why this happened. You know how that goes. So they probably have got the shit straight. Let me see what's on here. I don't want to get copy struck. And in this, let me come back over here to y'all. In this plea, hey, Laced, let me see what y'all are saying. I have an issue with that family not calling. I don't know. Yeah. Now, see, if you remember the first timeline, which was shaky, JP, The first timeline was incredibly shaky, and it said that they waited an hour, that they went to her home and searched for an hour. So this actually does narrow that down. It's because I kept thinking, what are you doing in there for an hour? Like, hey, Viper, easy. I don't know. I couldn't understand what you would be doing in there for an hour. Now, then I thought, okay, well, if the son-in-law did do it, he could be in there, you know, effing up all kinds of evidence. By bitches. He could, that's a long time. But now we know it was not very long. It was about 9 minutes? 9 minutes. What is new is like the garage door. And at 2:12 a.m. when that software detects, nope, sorry, 1:47, 2:28 a.m. the pacemaker app shows disconnect from phone. That is probably when they got her. Obviously, that is when they took her out. The sheriff implies today that they are still waiting on the Nest, which is not, it's a company, kind of like, the ring light, that they're still waiting on that. The mayor's girl, and they haven't received it yet. Now, I say this: if you have a Nest system in your home, cancel that. I think you should cancel that because let's see, she's been gone for 4 days now, 4 days, and they have not gotten back to law enforcement about that footage. I don't know why you wouldn't do that. I don't know why you wouldn't do that because at this point, right? At this point, the family, okay, so the house was turned. Remember, they turned the home over to the family, which is the children. And this footage is in the cloud somewhere. Somewhere this is in a cloud. And these assholes are not letting it go. Why? We know exactly who did it because at 2:12, software detects person on camera. It doesn't say which camera that is. It does say that at 1:47, the doorbell cam was disconnected. So you have Nest. Well, that's what they ain't gonna do nothing. They're not releasing this. Even the sheriff said that they weren't releasing it. That's what he said. Have they done it? I hope they have. But if I was the Nest company, I'd be pretty pissed off that you're telling the world that we hadn't given you the information yet. We gave it to you 2 days ago. That's just me. So let me get the video of this family, these children. And at this point, I don't care how old you are, your mom is gone, you're devastated. It is Savannah does a lot of the talking. I don't think the brother really says anything. And that's just could be, that I'm not saying anything bad about him. I'm just saying, yeah, I wouldn't know what to say. Okay, we're gonna watch the full video. So let me go over here. Hold on a minute. Let me take this off because I have got so many fucking tabs open right now. It ain't even funny. All right, so let me go to you. We're gonna hit the share. Don't y'all love it when I say this out loud? Just do shit. All right, let's watch this plea of the children. And I believe this is one down here. Okay. Oh, this is so sad. All right, we're gonna watch the full video. I'm going to stop this real quick. Do you see that Savannah is holding her sister's hand? I I noticed that a little while ago. Hey, Queen, they're holding hands right here. So I'm confused. I'm confused, but we'll. Wait, you can't see it. Hold that fuck on. Oh shit! All right, sorry. Oh god, what the fuck did I not do? What the hell did I not do? I should not be allowed to do this. I should not be allowed onto the whole damn thing. Let me see if I can get it again. I'm so sorry. I can't. I thought I had it pulled up. All right, we're gonna. No, I don't want to do that. All right, I'm so sorry. So sorry. Okay. All right, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. No, this should work. Okay, let's try it one more time. Let me see. Hold on. I can see. I'm looking at my phone. I'm blowing it up. Hold on. Did it not blow up? Hold on. Thank you, Kathy. I'm trying to be Nancy Grace. Why isn't it playing on? It should be playing. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Why is it not doing that? Oh, that sucks shit. All right, let me do this. I don't understand why this is not going. Let me see this. Let me try this one. Hold on. This should do it. I mean, if it can't pull up, I don't. What am I do? I ain't reading it all to you. I love y'all, but I ain't gonna sit here and read it to you. All right, share screen. Bing videos. I'm looking at there. I should be okay. Are we going the right way? We're going in the right direction.
You for the prayers for our beloved mom, Nancy.
There we go. Sorry, guys.
We feel them, and we continue to believe that she feels them too. Our mom is a kind, faithful, loyal, fiercely loving woman of goodness and light. She is funny, spunky, and clever. She has grandchildren that adore her and crowd around her and cover her with kisses. She loves fun and adventure. She is a devoted friend. She is full of kindness and knowledge. Talk to her and you'll see.
The light is missing from our lives. Nancy is our mother. We are her children. She is our beacon. She holds fast to joy in all of life's circumstances. She chooses joy day after day. Despite having already passed through great trials of pain and grief, we are always going to be merely human, just normal human people who need our mom. Mama, if you're listening, we need you to come home. We miss you.
Our mom is our heart and our home. She's 84 years old. Her health, her heart is fragile. She lives in constant pain. She is without any medicine. She needs it to survive. She needs it not to suffer. We too have heard the reports about a ransom letter in the media. As a family, we are doing everything that we can. We are ready to talk. However, we live in a world where voices and images are easily manipulated. We need to know, without a doubt, that she is alive and that you have her. We want to hear from you, and we are ready to listen. Please reach out to us. Mommy, if you are hearing this, you are a strong woman. You are God's precious daughter, Nancy. We believe and know that even in this valley, He is with you. Everyone is looking for you, Mommy, everywhere. We will not rest. Your children will not rest until we are together again. We speak to you every moment, and we pray without ceasing, and we rejoice in advance for the day that we hold you in our arms again. We love you, Mom.
Love you, Mom.
We love you, Mom. Stay strong.
We love you, Mom. We love
Okay. So what is that? So if y'all noticed, Nancy, no, sorry, I'm sorry. Savannah was holding her sister's hand while she read that. It speaks to me. A man, I'm not even going to worry about what their brother. He's a man, and especially in this situation, I didn't look for them to, I didn't look for them. And your sister's a reporter. It'll be good. One thing that I thought about is you could see Savannah is almost doubled over in grief and all that. And the sister, there's no real, actually no real emotion. Right. Yeah, so really kind of no emotion, kind of flat. Now that might be her. Oh, stop it. That might be her. That might be the way she is. But it's, especially when Savannah was talking about her being in pain. She didn't have her medicine. They do believe, like I said before, they believe that one of the ransom notes is real. I don't know why they think that one's real. They're not going to let us know why they think it. So, I mean, and again, what did this say right here? I had some quotes. There is no proof of life. There is no proof of life. Let's see. Writers of the ransom note did not outline any communication methods to follow. So they have, if you believe that, they have taken Nancy. They have her somewhere. They waited about a day, maybe more, to send the notes out. But here's my question. 3 separate people got those ransom letters on the same day, in the morning of that day. So how are one of them not real, but the other ones are, when they're all delivered at the same time to different people? That's what I don't get. I don't get that. I don't know what they know. I don't. You know that. It is so profoundly sad. So now, if we believe the family, because I think the family's absolutely going and hoping that this is the case. But they've given him the ransom note, but again, no way of communicating after that. It says what they want. It says what the millions of dollars in the damn what are you lightning truck? Millions of dollars in the Bitcoin. Yeah, I mean, there you go. It is so bizarre to me because I know on one of the notes, I don't know which one, but I know one basically said, don't discuss this. Don't discuss this. Oh, okay. You sent it to a news station, 2 of them to be exact, in the area, and said, don't discuss this or we'll kill her. They were going live. They said it the next day. The damn sheriff said it the damn next day. So, okay. And again, we have to think, if they think one is not real, or if they think 2 are not real, why were they all delivered on the same day? Basically saying the same thing, the Bitcoin and millions. So I'm confused. Now, our beautiful FBI agent they were actually referred to a lot. I think watching that sheriff speak, and you can see both of the FBI, because now we have 2 FBI agents. We're looking like side-eyeing him, when he got, I think that sheriff probably got pretty close to something we're not supposed to know. And so, from behind, you could see both of the agents. Yeah. So when asked about the FBI, I can't remember his name. I got it over here. Has said that they are that the DNA handling and testing is done by the sheriff. What? You're the FBI. You have come down there. You have been there for days, and you're letting this police department do your DNA testing. And what the fuck's waiting so long? If you go on Maury, you could have had it done the next day. But I guess they want to make sure. This is really just, it's so bizarre. I don't even know. Hello, Lightning Chuck. I said hello to you. I said it a long time ago. Yeah, so again, we are filled with a lot more of, huh? I can heard from the family. I ain't gonna play all this. I ain't playing all that sheriff. Hey, Vicky, I am not playing all that damn sheriff. I'm sorry. Police line comes down and then goes, yeah, oh, and I have to mention this. Donald Trump has reassured the Guthrie family that the FBI will be at their beck and call until this is resolved. And the director, that little asshole, I don't know his name, whatever, Batal, I think is his last name. He's actually in the area, but he's going to visit them tomorrow. Isn't that what you need? Yeah, let's bring that idiot in. So, thank you, Mr. Trump, for assuring us that your FBI is going to do its job. We appreciate that. Oh, we really do. So, what are we thinking here? He really is an idiot room. That's why I'm saying, what is he going to do? I don't even think he was in law enforcement. I don't even know what he did before he was appointed. I know that JFK Jr. ain't a goddamn doctor, but he's deciding, what the proper vaccines are and what's a hoax and what's not a hoax. You ain't a doctor? Get me a doctor. And Dr. Oz does not count because Dr. Oz is in there too. He got run off TV because he was, no, do not try it with me. I'm not doing it. It's not going to happen. So that's where our hot topics is. I feel like I have to mention this, people, because I don't want to. But I mean, I back you up from 1,000%. So I'm unfortunately, I'm going to have to discuss Ernie Shell because he is indeed a hot topic. Yeah, Cash Patel wasted FBI source on his. Thank you. Thank you. I would figure he'd have Mr. Patel counting the votes that he fucking did not get in Georgia. This man, I'm not going to get. Now this is what I'm going to say because it's ridiculous. This man lost an election. He lost that election. 2020, whatever. 2020. No, and it doesn't matter. Mr. Trump, you lost that election. You did not have the popular vote, not even a little bit. And for some reason, you have hyper-focused your attention on Georgia because they were PDX, thank you again, because you think Georgia hid all your damn votes. Remember when you called the governor and said, you got to find me the votes? I just need 7,000. And so now we are in it, what, 6 years later? 6 years, about 6 years later, right? Yeah. And you are now wasting effort and money and time seizing voting machines because you can't accept that you lost that election. This is what you're doing now. You've cut funds, you've done this. Today they're going to unveil the Trump RX. Don't get excited. Please don't get excited. It ain't going to do it. Don't get excited. That's going to happen today. It's going to be Dr. Oz, that idiot Robert Kennedy Jr. Your Robert Kennedy Jr., can I just give you a hint? Your father is spinning in his grave like a top at you because you're insane. Just saying. But I think that idiot's going to be there, and they're going to reveal Trump RX. Yay. I will definitely take notes during that. They said the first. Oh, yeah. You know what, G? You were right. You're actually right. Yes. They've missed one, and Monday is the next one, right? I think Monday. Isn't it Monday? I don't know. Hey, SDA. And you know what? I had that, or, I was good. Thank you, cheeky man. Thank you. I am going to review. Like I said, I was listening to it on the way home. I jumped out the car. I hope I put it in park. And I ran in here and grabbed the computer and came downstairs. Well, all the time I was listening. So yes, G is right. Some of the time, the times have come and gone. You know what, Queen? If he can drop prices on RX, thank you, sir. That will be something that I will absolutely support. I have medications that it's very confusing to me. This I don't say, and yeah, I mean y'all already know this. So I have in my insurance, my husband's insurance through work. I think they have the most bargain policy crap in Blue Cross and Blue Shield, which used to be, if you told people you had Blue Cross Blue Shield, you were like, oh, yes, girl. Oh, wait. No. Our family thing is $500, threshold there before. Now I am on several medications. Don't worry about what they are. But I was on, and y'all know this, Monjero, which brought down my A1C. It took me off about 3 medications. And the insurance company says, no, we're not paying for that. You have to pay the $5,000 deductible first. So last year, during my unfortunate suicide, nope, stop. Last year, on my unfortunate assassination attempt, we met that $5,000 deductible real fucking fast, $35,000 worth. And so if Trump can go in there and say, listen, we get it. Y'all have really come up with some delicious and delightful things here. However, You need to drop the prices. And they're like, well, no, we don't need to because we have the patent. We have the patent on these drugs, on the Mounjaro, on the Ozempic. They've got the patent until I think it's 2030. I might be wrong about that. But we do now have a pill form of Wegovy, which is basically the same thing, as the other ones. But there's a pill form now. And you take it every day. And it's about $150 a month, which is a far cry from the $1,200 a month that I would have to pay for Mounjaro or Ozempic, before I'm not independently wealthy. And to be honest, guys, y'all are not giving me enough money so I can go get it. Just kidding. I hope so, hearts. Please let it be. This is ridiculous. I mean, it's, again, I don't know. I came off prescriptions. A1C was just brilliant. And they're like, yeah, I told my husband, and this is horrible to say, if something happens to me, blood pressure related, keep me hooked up until we drain Blue Cross and Blue Shield. After that, pull the plug. But until I want that company bled, okay? I want to keep me as long as they'll pay for it. I want money out of their pockets. And we were talking about that. Just don't get me wrong, but there's the guy, Luigi, who shot the president of an insurance company. He's a hero right now. I mean, I'm not saying yes or no. Billie Eilish, we'll start right now. It was horrible that he killed the president of the insurance company that did not pay for his stuff. And you would think that, I can't even, I don't even know. I cannot. Okay, that's what I thought. It was 2000. Yeah, it's a long time. It's a very long time. Now, we did a story a while ago, if y'all will remember, Bunny and what's his face? I'm sorry, I can't remember his name now. In Canada, who basically, because they were in Canada, the guy worked out, the patent or worked out generics. What the hell was their name? They both got killed at the home. Anyway, that's what he did. In Canada, he would get around and they would develop the generic. And that's what made him a billionaire. Please, somebody do that. They have to be. I've told some of my friends' younger kids, and my own, just kidding, by the way, saying if you want to be a successful drug dealer, drop the pot, drop the meth, don't even worry about the cocaine. Go get you some, go get you some Ozempic or some Mounjaro, because that shit on the street is going to cost you, that's going to make you some money. I was on the Hobby P with Start by Gobi. Yeah, listen, Rand, the pill is out. The pill you take every day is out. So, and obviously from the same company. And I think, they're going to find out, drop it a little bit, make sure these insurance companies buy, pay for it. Quantity versus everything else. Just be smart. Come on. This is basic. This is pretty basic math. Basic business. Drop it, you'll sell more. End of story. You don't have, because I think now let's think about it. If you have ever seen a Mounjaro shot, it's a lot of plastic involved. It's a lot of, I call it bells and whistles. The needle's already there. You take off the thing. It's already pre-done, and you just hit it and go. And I think the packaging on that is what costs a lot of money. It's a pretty solid thing. Then you got the Ozempic. It's not quite as high quality, bells and whistles. It's basically exactly it. You take the needle, screw it on the end of the syringe, take off 16 tops. Then, dial it up, hit it with, all right. Not quite as fancy. as Mojero, but it all, So yeah, if Trump's going to come out and say, you know what, Mojero for everyone. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I'll definitely take that. Now, again, all right, so we have hot topics again. So we're on top of, I feel like we're on top of the Nancy Guthrie. There's just not a lot going on there, or they're not telling us. But Ashley Bainfield, you in trouble. You in trouble. That sheriff is mad at you. I don't blame him. So I didn't want to do this, but we've got to cover Ernest Mac Shell for 1 second, because homeboy has made his local paper. Oh yes. He has made this local effing paper. Way to go, Ernie. They now know. Except for you throwing your wait a minute. Let me look. Did they? Hold on a damn minute. Did they mention? Oh my God, I read it and I laughed. I was laughing. I don't know if they did it or not. I am thinking this though. And again, if you're a tiger and you want to join me on some night and explain, I will not make fun of you. I will respect you. I just want to know you're obviously I would be crushed. All right. Well, I got to make sure that it didn't. I don't think it did say anything about the poop. This is on Degenerate Lost has put it in his posts. It's pretty let's read it if y'all haven't read it. So this is the Harlan Enterprise, and this came to whatever. It just came out a couple of days ago. Maybe it came out today. I can share this. I'll share it, guys. I'm gonna do it. All right, share screen. Yeah, here we go. Yes, okay, we're gonna go. Here we go. Let me make sure I gotta look at my phone now, since I can't trust my damn there we go. Okay. Now here's a picture of Ernest Mac Shell in that famous hat. Oh, that famous hat. Hello, Ernie, with your black gloves doing your little, hey, I'm Dog the Bounty Hunter, with your little thing there. Your elf ears, Ernie. I called you an elf, and this photograph just backs me up. Under this, it says, I can't believe it. A self-proclaimed bounty hunter, Ernie Shell, formerly of Everett's, is pictured in one of his social media promotional shots. Who are you trying to fool? Shell is a YouTube podcaster who has acquired a popular. He's no, he's not. No, he's not. Before this, he wasn't. Before this, he was not. He had what, 2,000, maybe 2,500, if I'm not mistaken. So he wasn't a giant, So Jennifer McDaniels writes, a Kentucky man with Harlan County connections was arrested in Massachusetts on January 31st for being a fugitive from justice, along with assault and battery charges on multiple police officers. And it all played out in real time as thousands watched it on a YouTube live stream. Let's back that up. It was not thousands watching it. Shut up. No, it won't. Now I already know you a damn lie, but I'll go and continue this because there was not thousands of people watching it as it happened. You need to stop that shit right now. Jennifer, you crazy. Ernie Shell, who friends and family say grew up in the Everett's area, is a popular but controversial YouTuber who has made videos pertaining to everything from true crime to wrestling. That's true. That is true. From true crime to wrestling. He is a self-proclaimed bounty hunter. But at this time, the pursuer of fugitives became one himself and was arrested by the Midway Police Department in Massachusetts after authorities uh, report he initiated an armed barricade while live on YouTube. Now, let's go back because this should happen at 5 o'clock in the morning. All right. I was up. These two things happened on my 4:15. Right. Hey, Angela, these things happened when I was up. And it was like 5:30. There was no thousands of nobody watching shit, Jennifer. But anyway. According to the Midway Police Department, a police report, the department started receiving calls relaying that a man, later identified as Shell 46 of Coransfield, was armed with a knife and barricaded in a bathroom at a Midway residence at around 7:26 on January 31st. Now, what I will say is yes, but this thing started at 5 something. That's just, I mean, he might have come out by then. I don't know, but bitch, I was up and I should not have been up. And that's all that. Calls reported that the man was live streaming on his YouTube page, and they don't even give the name of it, which is fucking hilarious. The callers reported the man was live streaming on his YouTube page, and that people were concerned for his and others' safety. Lisa fucking K. A portion of the Midway Police a portion of the Midway Police report read. The police, I should not be laughing at that. The police report goes on to say that Shell became combative and assaulted officers who were trying to transport him to a hospital for, quote, mental health purposes, end quote. Midway police dispatchers were able to locate the YouTube live stream on the video. Officers say it's Facebook. That is true. And upon entering the residence, police were soon able to determine that Shell was waiting on an arrest warrant issued wanted in Kentucky. Quote, thousands of people were watching the live stream and engaging via comments. The police reports read, officers were able to make contact with Mr. Shell, who immediately put his knife down, and through de-escalation were able to take him into custody. Okay. Thousands were watching? I do not think so. Hundreds? Absolutely. Yeah. Thousands? Shut up. That wouldn't happen. As I recall, yeah, it wasn't thousands. I think it was maybe a couple hundred. I know it wasn't 1,000. Okay, so Shell built quite the following on social media with event promotion such as wrestling matches. Let's stop right there. Jennifer. Yeah, he promoted wrestling matches, but then he stole all the fucking money from the guy. Let's see, the big screen TV that he said you could win. Nope, didn't get that. Played the wrestlers. Nope. He the sound guys and everybody that were doing the arena. Nope. He didn't do any of that. There was a man there actually that I think gave Ernie the X amount of money to pay everybody. Ernie went the next day and bought a goddamn car. So no, he has not ever promoted a wrestling match. So let's stop. He promoted himself as a bounty hunter, security and investigation specialist, and some claim even a FBI informant. As his popularity grew, so did his critics and skeptics. I don't know why I wish I would have been named in that. He has many fans and followers. Let me read that again. He has, I can't even read it without laughing. He has many friends, fans, and followers, but he also has enemies. If you search if you search Shell's name on YouTube, you'll be able to scroll through a long list of podcasters and influencers. And I'm assuming that means me. I'm an influencer. So, I mean, you could give me a shout out, but it's okay. Podcasters and influencers who call Shell out as a scam artist. This is all alleged, but there does appear to be some criminal charges connected to Shell because of the fugitive from justice warrant for his arrest in Kentucky. All right, let's move this up. Okay, this is getting good. This is getting good. I think I went up too much. Did I go up too much? No, I didn't. All right. There we go. Okay. During Shell's live social media stream, police are videoed talking to him, asking him where he was from and where he was headed. He said he had been in Massachusetts for 3 days visiting a friend. That is true. He did say that. Absolutely. I move around. Mr. Shell's response was, I move around. He kept asking police for an Uber despite being detained. One officer, however, did bring him a glass of pink lemonade. This is in this report out of the refrigerator when Shell said he needed something to drink. When it was determined that Shell had a warrant, one officer is videoed telling him, you are being detained but Kentucky wants you. I don't know what happened down there, end quote. Shell's live stream video went viral. Again, did it? It's got 8,000. Anyway, and there were plenty of his social media critics all throughout the nation who took the opportunity to blast him even more. You damn right we did. You damn right. Many took up for him too. There was one especially found in the comment section of the viral video who shared empathetic words of encouragement for the Lightning Tiger. No, I'm just kidding. Encouragements for him. One post said, quote, so sad. I don't wish anything bad for Ernie. I just pray that God and Ernie will take care of himself. That is what I pray, that God and Ernie will take care of himself to get better and heal for everything that is going on. The more I come to realize when people say mean and evil things to him, it doesn't help the situations or Ernie. Please stop with the hate. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. Nameless commenter. We'll find out who you are. I'm just kidding. All right. So another comment read, quote, I went to school with Ernie. He was a great person with a good heart. I sure hope he gets himself better, end quote. That was the comment. No judgment here. Everyone struggles. I hope he finds help. He ain't gonna find help. You want to know why? He didn't think he got a problem. Officers responded to Shell's live stream barricade to suspected there could be some mental health or behavioral issues going on after Shell kept asking them to move, to look behind a large mirror on the floor propped up against the wall. Somebody might be in it, Shell kept saying. Officers initiated a mental health evaluation based on Shell's behavior and information shared by people who had interacted with him regularly. I'd love to know who they are. The police report said Mr. Shell became combative in the department booking room and was forcibly transported. One officer was injured. Mr. Shell was not injured. Mr. Shell was eventually evaluated and transported to Bridgewater State Hospital. Now, I don't think, as I can remember, that they mentioned his doo-doo art. But let's keep, I don't think they mentioned his doo-doo art. It says Shell's Yola page. I don't even know what that is. The hell's that? And why don't I have one? Oh, never mind. A website builder and hosting company lists as his accomplishments as being a fugitive recovery agent, a CFA shot fighting champion, a CFA shoot fighting champion. I don't know what that is. A cruiserweight champion, a wrestler, and one of the first mixed martial arts promoters in Kentucky. That is right, oh honey. He is part of the Crime podcast scheme that combines true crime with drama. Shell frequently podcasted about Summer Wells, the highly publicized missing child case out of Rogerville, Kentucky. He was featured on a news segment on WYMT TV Mountain News in 2017 in a piece titled Mask Maker Brings Hollywood Horror to Eastern Kentucky. In the news segment, Shell talks about how he brought his passion for horror films to the mountains by creating masks resembling those of classic horror films such as Halloween and Friday the 13th. Back to his connections to Everett. Shell is the brother of Shelby Shell, who was convicted for the 2013 murder of former Everett Mayor Ronnie King. Ernie Shell had been called to witness stand in the trial that played out in Harlan Circuit Court in 2020. Midway Police Chief William Kingsbury provided an update on Shell's court arraignment during a phone interview. Kingsbury said that there was special factors going on in Ernie's case, including being the fugitive from justice in Kentucky, that and the assault and battery charges on his officers were enough to arrest Shell. But a court-ordered mental evaluation has Shell currently locked up in a mental facility in Massachusetts for 15 days. The fact that he is a fugitive from justice from Kentucky meant that he had to be held for 10 days to give Kentucky the opportunity to come and get him. Kingsbury said, but during his arraignment on Monday, the court ordered him to have a mental health evaluation, which means he'll be locked up at Bridgewater State Hospital for 2 weeks. That's the primary issue going on with Mr. Shell now, and that supersedes as a right now the felony warrant. Okay, Kingsbury said Kentucky warrant stemmed from a probation violation, and that his fugitive from justice status was entered into NCIC, the data system, validated his crime had been a felony. Kingsbury said Ernie is scheduled to be back in Rithram District Court for a status hearing on February 20th. So they didn't mention the poop art. I almost am glad they did not. But I would have said Ernie Shell, threw poop like a damn orangutan in a zoo. Right at the damn window. Boom, there you are. Peed all over the place. So my thing is, okay, let's be simple. Let's be serious right now. If Ernie got out today, and he's not going to, if Ernie say he got out today, right? After everything that we know now, we know it, all right? We know what he did. We know the lies. We know floating around, with people not giving their real names, not giving him real names. Do you think he could bring it back? Would he be able to get and possibly grow his channel, but at least leave it where it is? I know, hell honey is right. I think that his people would probably overlook a lot. They always have. Again, if y'all decide to be on my panel and discuss him, you will not be attacked. You will not. I'm telling you right now. I just need to know how y'all doing. He might be able to get some of them back, and then he's going to have a whole lot more hate watchers because even, I can't believe the reporter didn't put his channel down. But what am I going to do? So, in fact, somebody should probably take this to YouTube because he's ban evading. Or do you think that after all of this, oh yeah, they are. Do you think? So we know he's going to have to go back to Kentucky. That's going to happen, and I imagine he is going to have to serve out the remaining time for that, the van charge. I think he's going to have to serve all that. I guess they had first dibs on him. Second dibs would have been Arkansas. He did injure some police officers there with his bodily fluids. Okay, just like they did this man's. This man's officers were injured because he flung around his body fluids. They did it, and the article did not say that either. I don't know why. If you're going to do a story, do all the story. Hey, Mags. He's claiming his ribs were broken again, and he didn't do anything. It was his cellmate. Hey, wait a minute. Who's talked to him? Hey, Flavor. Who talked to him? He ain't got no damn broken ribs. Ernie, stop that. Stop it. You had every bone in your body broken when you hit that damn tree. You ran off like a damn idiot. Broken. So Ernie just sat back and watched his cellmate, which I am not thinking, there's no way he had a cellmate. I'm saying there's no way he had a cellmate. Andy, I am saying there's no way he had a cellmate because he was fucking delusional. Why would you put somebody caged up with somebody who's crazy? I mean, I know a lot of prisoners don't have a full, they're not playing with a full deck. Well, why would you, as a jail, put a obviously very disturbed man in a damn cell with Ernie, you did the poo-poo art, okay? Let's just start. You did it. Just again, and that, what, Max? That just serves as my whole thing. He will, I'm sure he is. He will never take accountability. It's never Ernie. It is never Ernie. Freely, what is this? I agree. Nancy had dementia. Nope, she doesn't have dementia. She does not have she does not have dementia. That's I mean, it's a good theory. It's a very good theory, but she doesn't have it. There's no, she was sharp as a tack. There's no medical of it. She did not have that. In fact, let's think about that right now. If she did have it, okay, if she did have one or the other, someone smashed her surveillance cameras, more than one. So if she's having this episode, she's going to bust out all of her security videos? I mean, we'll really bust out just the cameras, I don't know. I mean, it's good. Oh, I know people who, but there's just no record of it. No. Thank you, Flavor. So yeah, Ernie has got to be our hot topic, at least for the next, I don't know, y'all. So definitely we'll be hanging around on the 20th to find out what happens then. I don't know how that's going to affect the Kentucky. This guy wants him bad after, Ernie injured his officers. I know that Kentucky wants him. I hate bees. How you doing? And I believe, honest to God, y'all remember when Ernie got the new PO officer? Remember the first one was kind of a, didn't really care. That second one, though, was getting ready to, make Ernie famous, I guess. And when Ernie went live and said something about he beat his ass and all that bullshit, I bet you that if I were that PO officer, I would be in the car. I would be the one that go gets him. And we're going to have a talk. Me and you going to have a talk all the way back to Kentucky about how big and bad you are and you ain't scared. You look scared now. So we won't really know anything again until the 20th. But Mags is he's claiming that his ribs are broken. Lisa K is getting filleted all over. I know. I hope it does though. Lisa K is getting filleted. All right, filleted like a piece of fish all over YouTube. As well, she should, because she said that his sister, right? He did call his sister to get him an Uber and he had to give her the address to pick him up. Lisa K says that his sister gave her the address and let her, Lisa K, call it in. Okay? Okay. We all know that Lisa K likes to insert herself into, she has done it in the Summer Wells. She has done it with Shelby Shell, and she's also done it with Ernie Shell. I said this yesterday, and I stand by it. Lisa K, I think that you have had a pretty mediocre life. I think your whole life has been nothing special. Honestly, I think your entire life has been nothing special. And I think that you saw an opportunity and you grabbed them going after these like Summer Wells. Like you know something. It's, saying that you knew something, you know something more than anybody else does. When you do not, you don't, you never have given anybody information they didn't already know. So stop that. Then you wormed your way into Shelby Shell's life, putting money on his fucking books, answering his phone calls, and whatever you thought there. I think you thought you were going to be able to get him out of jail. He's still in jail. And then you insert yourself into Ernie Shell and made out like you knew stuff that no one else did. Again, you don't. If his sister gave you the address that he was in, no, okay. Well, remain calm. Remain calm. Had a live yesterday where she was calling out Lisa K. Lisa K's running around. You need to go and do something else with your life, Lisa K. You need to do something else with your life. This ain't working out for you. I know that you, like Ernie, had a very mediocre, nothing special life. Nothing special. You weren't special. Nothing you did was special. Nothing you had was special. You just weren't special. And you came to YouTube and you thought, well, wait a minute. I can be big. I can be more important than I am because I never was. And I'm gonna hit the YouTubes and pretend to know shit that I don't know. Ingratiate myself into stories that I have nothing to do with, and I'm going to be very famous, and I'm going to be the one that's special. I'm going to be special. You're a special fucking moron. Somebody clip that. You're a special fucking moron. Congratulations. There we go. We have a little golf clap there. So kids, Flavor, I'm still working out when we are going to do this special hot topics / different community deal. And I will obviously let you know. I'm just trying to get some more people to do it. And I think that this is going to be good. I think this is going to be good for everybody. So, we need to, let me say, hold on. I got one more thing here. Let me see. Let me bring this shit up. Hold the fuck on. I forgot about this. So, fat fuck, Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, let me make sure it changed. Let me go watch my phone to make sure it does anything. Okay. So, Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, formerly Prince Andrew, stripped of all all royal titles in 2025, is now a private citizen with no formal role, meaning in the in the royal family. King Charles has ordered him to leave Royal Lodge, a 30-room Windsor home he was occupying for more than 2 decades. He is expected to relocate at Marsh Farm of the Sandringham Estate in Norfolk, a smaller property now being prepared for him. So I'm starting the book over Nobody's Girl. I do not know I know what she claims that he did in the book. I just have not read it yet to say this is what she claims in the book. But so let me see if we can. Now, to most of us, right? This is an absolutely lovely spot. Wow, it looks really nice. We're on the Sandringham, estate. I can go for a walk. I can shoot something. I don't know really what they do there. But apparently he is not happy with this home here in the middle of the thing. He does not like that. Now, to me, it looks like it's like subdivided. You have one color of stone on one side, and then you have another stone color on the other side and some outbuildings. Andrew, if you didn't want to move out of your little lodge, you should have kept your dick in your pants. I could have told you that if you just let me know. Also, his wife, ex-wife Fergie, she had to leave her fat ass up out of the Royal Lodge too. Charles said, no, you go get her fat ass out too. Everybody goes by. Well, is this going to flip over if I flip over? Let me see. No, it won't. Okay. Now, the youngest prince, the youngest of Queen Elizabeth children, which would be King Prince Edward. I'm sorry. Prince Edward was favored most. Really, I think. No, I think you know what? I think Andrew was probably the Queen's favorite. I do think that 100%. I think that. But here's Edward. Edward has a lot of his father's titles. His father was the Duke of Edinburgh. Well, now that has been passed on to Prince Edward, who is the Prince of Edinburgh. This is what happens in the royal family. All these the house that Andrew lived in, the Royal Lodge, okay, that is basically you rent it, okay, you rent it. It's a property of the royal family, and you take a lease on it, so that way it's not going to go anywhere. Okay, back when that idiot, that fucking moron, the Duke of whatever, Windsor, he had a favorite castle or whatever that he loved, and when he was kicked out of the country, he made his brother, which was King George, pay him for that lease to come back. It's a lot. But Edward has finally broken his silence, okay? And basically what he said was, and I was going to be very general, that these victims need to be heard, okay? They need to be heard. And people are not agreeing with him. Well, how can you not agree with that? That these girls, because they were, and I don't give a shit if they were fucking women, they were trafficked and used at the disposal of men who thought they could pay. They could pay. Took somebody's self-worth and made sure that they knew you are only here because we want, this is gross, you are only here because we want to stick it in you any way we can. That is your only importance here. You are beneath me. And I don't know why, because I know that Edward is the first one who actually spoke on this. Prince Charles will act like he doesn't hear the thing. William, all of them will just act like they don't hear it. They just act like they don't hear it. But way to go, Edward, for saying that these victims should be remembered and should be listened to and honored. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. He might be in trouble, but I don't think he will be. Charles will get the fuck over it. That's what I would say. Charles, get the fuck over it. All right. So I know rumor. I know. I know. That's why these are hot topics, rumor. That's why these are hot topics. Not everybody's going to agree. And I love that. I love it. I do. I love it. I know I am going to, like, free respectively. I'm sorry. For what free side? The free side lose. What did I miss? What did I do? Oh, there we go. I'm sorry. Yeah. She couldn't walk more than 50 feet. Again, and this person is right, though. I say this because, yeah, if she did have a dementia / Alzheimer's, and they can become combative. Okay, I know that my grandma's second husband became very combative, and they can do that, and they can be very paranoid. He was my grandmother's second husband, very paranoid, very, very paranoid. So I know that happens. I know that that people get like that when they're in that state because they're scared. They're scared. I just don't see her, 84 years old, with mobility problems, able to she could get the ring, the camera on the doorbell. She probably could get that real easy. All right, that's right there. But the other ones that were around the house and property, I ain't seeing her scaling no ladder just to hit it with something. I don't see it. In fact, the fact that anybody did that is so stupid, because just because you ruined the camera doesn't mean the footage is gone, you stupo. In our timeline at 212, software detects person on camera. Okay. And then at 147, the doorbell camera disconnects. 212, software detects person on camera. I think it is too, Bubble. I think this is going to be solved. This is going to be solved too sweet, I think. Again, thinking back and watching that interview again, or them reading that statement where Savannah Guthrie is pretty much just almost bit double. It looks like the brother is just in shock. I can promise you now, if my 4 children were sitting together because I got kidnapped, one, I'm fucked. They're not paying the fucking rent. They are not going to pay for that. All right, I am fucked. Hold on, let me see. Well, it did though, Lenny. Here's the thing. It's in the cloud. It's in the cloud. And this moron stupidly thinks that banging the hell out the camera, because the camera at 212 detects somebody there. And this Einstein said, I'm just going to bust the cameras. They'll never know it's me. Oh, okay. Sure. Yeah, that'll work for you. But we know, like I said, and then the blood. We know that something happened at the door, at that front door. Now, who are you going to open the door for in the middle of the night if you are 84 years old and you're in bed? I would open it for my children. I would probably open it up for my grandchildren, my son-in-laws. I don't have one right now, and I can tell you, if my 4 children, my son being the only boy, were to have a press conference where it would never happen, they would not want me back. But if they did, I can assure you my son would say nothing. He would just sit there. I already know that. He would just sit there. He would do nothing. That's just different. If her pacemaker goes off, they won't be able to track her. Exactly. And I think she's got to be close to that. I think she's got to keep that cell phone rather close to her, but maybe in the same house. I mean, in the house. And I'm not saying that she's sleeping with it, but I think that thing has got to be a certain distance from her. They want that crypto. And again, I don't know how they are going. Out of 3 ransom notes that were delivered the same day, which asked for the same amount of money be put into the same amount to the same type of account, how only one of them could be real. That don't make no sense. Hey, twin thing, how are you? Yeah, I'm covering it. I just don't see that happening. I don't get it. I don't know. I don't get it. Bless her heart, I needed to come home. Everybody needs to come home. Again, Savannah doubled over. The other two not. I can, the man I can get. Yeah, he wouldn't say anything. My son wouldn't say anything. But Savannah is doubled over. And then when her sister goes to read her part of the plea, it is with no emotion, blank eyes. The face has got nothing. There's nothing behind that. Her eyes did not be fast and feisty. Her eyes did not flicker. They did not, there was not a tear that I saw. Look, when I cry, exactly. Yes, twin. Actually, I'm fucked up. When I cry, and I'm like, really, I am ugly crying. Ugly crying. Well, probably hope you don't have any makeup on. I'm an ugly fucking crier. Snot bubbles, it's just it's terrible. That sister, and I don't know if I'm being led to believe that sister might be involved, if that's what's clouding my judgment. I don't think it is. So the 5 p.m. deadline for today was okay. Was good. Well, listen. Look at our guy. Gotham is on top of this. Gotham is on top of it. Yeah, I guess we'll wait, right? I mean, we only have let's see. Arizona, we got about, I don't do math. So it'd be 7 our time. 7. Could be 7. I don't know. I don't do math. I don't have to do math. I have people that do that for me. I said there was about 2 yesterday. Yeah. But we'll see. I mean, I don't know how they think that one is right if the other two aren't when they all came on the same day with the same amount of money at the same place. Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, yeah, they can. Here's the thing, and there was no, all right, and I'll read it here. There was no outline for any communication methods to follow. So they got the notes. I don't know if, I would maybe, I thought there were 4 notes. There might be just 3. And you get the note. This is what we want. This is where we want you to put it. And there'll be absolutely no outline for how to communicate with each other. That seems a little odd to me as well. We already know one person has been arrested who was posing as the what would you call it? Yeah, kidnapper. He got arrested. Again, the reward's up now to $50,000, up from the $2,500 from yesterday. I'm so glad they let me. I'm glad I could be of help there. The Bitcoin request was all needed. Yeah. It's like I said, and I thought that was interesting about they didn't give us a rundown on the actual drugs that she needs. I will almost guarantee you gabapentin will be there. I say that because she has mobility problems. My mother has mobility problems. She has got to take gabapentin. My mother does because her, y'all, this is more information than y'all need to know. But my mother's feet will start burning like fire. All right, if she misses a dose of gabapentin, whatnot. So I am almost going to guarantee you gabapentin's in there. And I can almost guarantee you that mother is in a lot of pain right now because she doesn't have these meds. I was glad that the sheriff let us know that from that night, and they knew what medications that they were checking pharmacies every hour on Sunday. And I guess they probably still do. And they're also, I think now around the state, They want to know everybody that's getting these, when these things are filled. So I'm glad that they're thinking outside the box there. That gave me some hope. The fact that now we have 2 FBI agents and they are rather close, sticking rather close to the case here, and the sheriff. That's good news. Aren't you supposed to? No, there you go. So if go when I end this, go up, or you can just Google Guthrie, family plea. They made a 5-minute plea, and I know that this is what they do because I've read too many books. Is they will tell the family, say her name, say the name. All right, like when kids are abducted, you have to look in the camera and say your child's name over and over and over so that you can remind the kidnapper that that is a person. I know, I mean, this is what. So there was a lot of eye contact with the camera. They kept calling her mommy. Mama. Sorry, mama. And talking about her in the purest way possible, child to mother. And again, validated the ransom note, right? And told them that the family is open to this, but they're gonna have to know that their mother is alive. That's the family's call, is what I took away from the press conference, is that's up to the family. If they want to pay this and it doesn't work out, I don't know, and they do keep missing deadlines. So, but they have no way. I mean, how are you going to prove? I hope they wouldn't do something like, film or something. Send, I don't know. It's very suspect. Something is just not right. The fact they keep going back to that sister's house, brought out, a whole bag of a bag of evidence. They have the DNA type material they're testing. I still don't know what that is, and whatnot. So they ain't been in, Savannah Guthrie's. They seized her car. I don't think they've seized the brother's car, but that one sister is getting her shit seized left, right, and down, all over. So I don't know. We will find out 100%. Yeah, it's really something not very right. I don't know if it's because we are so conditioned for this. It's just like with a child. When we hear about a missing child, right? And you can agree with me or not. A child goes missing. We don't get a whole lot of pleas from the parents. Kind of like the Melody Buzzard, right? That mother did not ask for anyone to look for that child one time. Not one time. But I am always conditioned when I hear that a child has been kidnapped or lost, I automatically think, you did it, mom. You did it, boyfriend. You did it. Because, more times than not, it is the parent. It's the parent. I think this is the same way with this. We are conditioned to maybe not believe the claims of the family because, we just are conditioned like that. And we are, and it's sad, but we are. I also, I wanted to talk about the Sullivan children up in Nova Scotia, but I can't do it the way there's a guy, AB. If you just type in AB, he will pop up. AB does an amazing story, an amazing job covering the 2 Sullivan children. Let me see if I can pop it in here. He does it every day. He has it. He knows everything that's happened. There's no point in me covering it when I can't do it the way he can, So what A Balance is his name. I'm going to grab his link and we'll put it in here real quick. If you really want to know about this case, and it's pretty, it's it's extremely odd. That case is extremely odd as well. So let me come back over here and I'm going to pop him in there. If you want to know anything about that case, in that case, it is very interesting. You know, the mother, the stepdad, the whatever, it's something right. Something right. Okay. Because I told y'all this is like Summer Wells times 90 up there. We got 2 children that are missing. We've got, you know, they were outside playing and boof, there they go. We have the junked up yard, junk all everywhere. We've got the grandparent, the boyfriend's mother living in a camper outside of the main trailer. This is Summer Wells 2.0. I suggest that you go and look at it because it's just so interesting and odd. And that's what I'm talking about, this conditioning that we all get, you know. Let me see. What is it? I don't know. Shannon Sheriff Nails said, now that homicide teams were told to prepare. Oh, well, I mean, we knew, you know, we knew. I know, remember, it's a lot. This case is a lot. It's a lot. But A Balance, AB is completely invested. And AB is really cool to listen to anyway. It's something about his voice. I don't know, but he is so invested in this. But you know, I think that we knew. I think we know that this is not going to end well. The odds of that happening are very low. I hope that it does, though, but I'm sure the family's ready. You know, no, maybe they're not. I don't know. I don't know. This is just horrible. It's horrible, and I guess I cover it so we know, and we just say prayers, and you know, hey Shelby. Yeah, so I am going. I think I'm going to be going for an hour and 38 minutes. I'm going to go. If there is another update, if we get, you know, if we get something, I will be back and I will be better prepared. I would not have been driving in the car through the whole damn press conference trying to get, you know, Luke and Bo Duke it all the way back home, skid in the driveway like a moron. I will be back. Yeah, and y'all, yeah, pray for him and hold out hope. But you know, what do they say? They say hope for the best and prepare for the worst. That's the most horrible thing I've ever heard. That fucking statement. I hate that statement. But yeah, I'm on it, y'all. This is Barbara 681 Walters coming to you from 681 Studios. Bringing you the news how it happens. Okay. So yeah, if we got anything else, I'll jump on and cover it and whatnot. Thank y'all for coming. I appreciate y'all very much. Thank you, PDX, for the subscribe the memberships. Thank you, Kathy, for the memberships. I appreciate that. And I am going to run upstairs now. So love you all, and we will meet back here when there is an update. Okay, love you. Be careful. Stay warm. Be kind.